It was a busy Saturday morning at a suburban shopping plaza. Families were rushing in and out of stores, kids tugging on parents' hands, and the parking lot was nearly full. The only open spots were the reserved handicapped spaces near the entrance, clearly marked with bright blue paint and signs. An elderly man named George, 72 years old, pulled into the lot. He drove slowly, carefully maneuvering his sedan. George had severe arthritis in both knees and carried a cane. He relied on his handicapped parking permit, which hung from his rearview mirror, to park close enough to walk into the grocery store without collapsing from pain. He found one handicapped spot open and pulled in gratefully. Just as he was gathering his things, another car came screeching up, a shiny SUV driven by none other than Karen. Karen rolled down her window and began shouting before George could even get out.
Excuse me, that's my spot. I always park there when I come shopping. Move your car.
Ma'am, this is a handicapped spot. I have my permit right here.
George looked confused and said, pointing to the tag, but Karen wasn't interested in reason. She stepped out of her SUV, sunglasses perched on her head, holding a latte in one hand and her phone in the other.
I don't care what tag you have. I come here every Saturday, and this is the spot I use. It's closest to the door. You can park somewhere else.
Shoppers nearby began slowing down, watching the scene unfold. George shook his head and started leaning on his cane to get out.
I have arthritis. Ma'am, I need this space. The permit allows me to park here.
Arthritis? Please, you're walking just fine. People like you fake these permits all the time. Meanwhile, I have kids to shop for and groceries to carry. I need this more than you.
By now, a small crowd had gathered. A young woman filming on her phone muttered.
Oh my God, this is classic Karen behavior.
George tried to remain calm, but Karen's voice only grew louder. She stormed up to his car and began banging on the hood with her palm.
Move it now, or I'll call the police. This is harassment.
A security guard, alerted by the commotion, came hurrying over and asked firmly,
What's going on here?
Thank goodness you're here. This man stole my parking spot. I told him I needed it, but he refuses to move. Can you ticket him or something?
Ma'am, this is a handicapped parking spot. Unless you have a permit, you cannot park here. He clearly has one.
Well, I have back pain sometimes. Doesn't that count? And besides, I shop here every week. Don't I deserve a little priority?
The crowd erupted in laughter, and several people pulled out their phones to record. Someone shouted, "You're unbelievable, Karen." Meanwhile, George remained silent, gripping his cane, his face red with both embarrassment and frustration. The security guard crossed his arms.
Ma'am, not only are you wrong, but if you continue harassing this gentleman, I'll have to ask you to leave the property. Harassment and misuse of handicapped parking is a serious issue. Do you want me to call the police?
Karen's face turned crimson. She looked around at the crowd. At least 10 people were filming now. Realizing she was trapped, she muttered angrily under her breath and stomped back to her SUV. She sped off, nearly hitting a shopping cart on her way out. George let out a shaky sigh, finally able to enter the store in peace. The crowd clapped lightly as he walked toward the doors, one young woman even patting his shoulder and saying,
"Don't worry, sir. We've got your back. She won't be living this one down. It's going straight to the internet."
And sure enough, within hours, the video of Karen screaming at a disabled man over a handicapped spot went viral online, another infamous chapter in the ever-growing collection of entitled Karen stories. And that's the story of Karen and the handicapped parking spot. What do you think? Was this the most entitled Karen moment you've heard, or have you seen worse in real life? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another story. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.